Hello, my dear friends. I am Jyotirvid Pavan Kumar. Friends, earlier also I have made many videos on the great wisdom-filled thoughts of the great Sufi saint Rumi. In this video, I have selected one of his thoughts, and he says, "Maybe you are searching among branches for what only appears in the roots." What does it mean? Let me read it again. Maybe you are searching among branches for what only appears in the roots. The literal meaning is so simple that you are searching something at the wrong place. But if you are a true truth seeker, you need to go deep into it. And the great saint Sufi, he was a self-realized saint. He is telling you some spiritual truth in this thought. And that is, you are searching in books what can be only realized through meditation, through going deep into things, to the root of things. For literal study, literature, okay, it's fine. Books are sufficient. Books and other teachers are available. But for spiritual study, for understanding the subtle concepts of spirituality and the deep meaning behind words in scriptures, the Sanskrit words, they have great meaning, and we call it in Sanskrit Tattva Gyan, which can be realized through going into meditative state, not just by reading books. You have to gather information, knowledge through books, scriptures and commentaries on scriptures. Okay, fine. But that knowledge needs to be assimilated, and for that you need to go deep into it to understand the Tattva Gyan. That is what this saint Rumi means, that you may be searching at a wrong place. You may be just reading a couple of books and thinking that it will do your spiritual development. No. The subtle concepts need to be understood in depth, right? Through intuitive realization. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna has mentioned this. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7 and verse number 2, Shloka number 2, chapter 7, Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna, I'll read the Shloka, Jnanam teham savijnanam idam vakshamya visheshitah yajñatvane abhoyonyat yatovyam vashishyate. What does it mean? Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna, I shall relate to thee fully both theoretical wisdom and that wisdom which can be known only by intuitive realization, and knowing which naught in this world will remain unknown to thee. So two types of knowledge, theoretical wisdom and that wisdom which can be known only by intuitive realization. That is what we call in Sanskrit Tattva Gyan. And in many interpretations of this shloka, you will find this word Tattva Gyan. See this word in the shloka, Savijnanam, that is what it means, Tattva Gyan. Right? which can be only had through intuitive realization, which means by going into the superconscious states. That is possible only through meditation. So you don't have to recite the shlokas. Some people are satisfied just by reciting memorizing the shlokas and by reciting the shlokas, right? No, you need to go to the root. That is what the great Saint Rumi means. And Lord Krishna realizes this, right? He was an avatar, divine incarnation. He realizes the difference between two kinds of wisdom. One kind which can be obtained through books, scriptures and the commentaries, and the other which can be realized through intuition, intuitive realization, tattva gyan. And unless you get that, your life won't change, because you won't go to the depth of it. That is what is required for your spiritual development, right? Now, friends, for spiritual development, there are basically 3 steps. First is to gather information, to get knowledge through scriptures and commentaries on scriptures and other books written by great sages, self-realized sages, right? But after that, you think over it, reason it out. And when you do that, then you will have so many doubts in your mind, right? And this first stage is Shravan, then it is Manan. So you have to think over it. And then whatever doubts arise, you remove those doubts by more study, right? And once the doubts are cleared, even then the knowledge is not yet assimilated, and unless it is assimilated, unless it becomes part and parcel of your life, goes deep into your subconscious mind, your life won't change. You won't have true spiritual development. And so this third step is Nididhyasan in Sanskrit, which means assimilation of the knowledge which you have gathered. And for that, meditation is must. Breathing exercises will calm down your mind, enable it to go deep into meditative state. So unless your mind is calm and tranquil, you won't be able to concentrate on single idea and then go deep in meditation. So you need to do that in order to have the tattva gyan or the root meaning, right? See the depth in the thoughts of the great Sufi Saint Rumi. So when you come across any of his thoughts, go deep into it. Meditate on it. Meditation is must, if you are a true truth seeker. See, I find there are many videos in which especially people from West or other people who say they are reason based only, they just try to grasp things by arguments, right? By discussing things. No, spiritual things can only be experienced through your own efforts inside you by going deep in meditation. You cannot prove those things. If you are looking for proof outside of you for spiritual things, then you are fooling yourself, wasting your time, right? So that is what Vedanta says, Advaitvad. Everything is there, right? Only you are ignorant of that. You are ignorant The 4 Mahavakyas, Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi. You are that. You are ignorant of that. It is already there, but only you have to realize. See, I hope you enjoy this video. It will help you to understand this great wisdom-filled thought of the great Sufi Saint Rumi. Thank you for watching.